It's been 5 months since the Brexit vote, and earlier today, leaders of the devolved nations called on the UK government to give them more details on how Britain will leave the EU. They came together for a meeting of the British and Irish Council, hosted by First Minister Carwyn Jones, and criticised the Prime Minister for not joining them. Here's our political editor, Nick Savini.
The First Ministers of Wales and Scotland among those arriving at the British and Irish Council summit at a hotel in the Vale of Glamorgan. It's better known for housing Welsh rugby stars these days, as the Welsh Secretary Alan Cairns discovered. These summits have come and gone in the past with little fanfare, but Brexit gave it a real sense of urgency today. The last time they met was in the summer, within weeks of the referendum. Now, on a bitterly cold day, the question is whether the leaders and ministers here feel frozen out of the preparations for Brexit.
Nick first.
The last time you had one of these, it was 4 weeks after the Brexit vote. It's now 5 months after the Brexit vote. Are you any clearer in terms of the substance of what the Brexit negotiations will take for the UK?
Well, speaking as far as the Welsh Government is concerned, the answer to that is no. We believe that the UK Government has begun to recognise the importance of the single market and access to it, which we welcome. So there will need to be an emphasis on any transitional arrangements that will need to be put in place.
One of the frustrations we all feel to a greater or lesser degree is that 5 months on, we don't yet have any greater clarity really about what the UK government is going to seek to achieve on single market membership, on membership of the customs union.
British Prime Ministers don't usually attend these summits. There was a view from some that should change.
I think the British Prime Minister should have been here today. She is a new British Prime Minister. This was her first opportunity to attend the meeting of the British Irish Council and to meet with the devolved institutions and the crown dependencies, and I think it was a missed opportunity on her behalf.
I agree strongly with that.
UK government ministers insisted they'd get the best deal possible and said they took the summit seriously.
It's about building relationships that work for everyone, and we want to get to a position where we can get the best deal for the whole of the United Kingdom. Today's dialogue, today's meeting was pretty important in that process.
Behind the closed doors, the main point of discussion here today was the need to retain full access of the single market. But I'm also told that the one leader who will definitely remain in the EU, who was also here, the Irish Taoiseach Enda Kenny, left them in no doubt as to how difficult that would be if the UK wants to control immigration. To overcome that will require compromise and creativity in the talks, according to Carwyn Jones. Preparations for Christmas are well underway here. Preparations for Brexit are going to take far longer.
So, Nick, was anything actually achieved today?
Well, all the leaders have got their own different agendas. You know, a strong sense today, Lucy, of actually what a potentially huge problem and a border between the Republic and the north of Ireland could be after the Brexit vote. And Enda Kenny, incidentally, the Irish Taoiseach warned about serious economic problems if there were tighter border controls on the Irish-Welsh ferry ports. So it's always a challenge to get them to agree on a set subject. I think what we did see today is that because the UK government is not negotiating, not talking about its negotiating tactics, and there is a separate argument about that, I think what we saw is leader after leader trying to fill the vacuum. And it was all about trying to push the merits of trade rather than immigration in those talks when they get underway. And the UK government is saying, yes, we can do both. The trouble is, just about every EU leader we speak to, and we got more today, saying that is going to be impossible.
Nick, thank you very much.